Good morning. I feel like I'm going to say that a lot because I'm based here in Australia. But good morning. I have woken up today, gone to the Discord, and there is a brand new patch here on the screen that I'm going to talk through because there's definitely some cool things. So let's just jump straight into it. So firstly, gold skin visuals. As you can see here, the gold skin looks way more vibrant than it did before, which is awesome. Definitely a very welcome change. Resurrecting enemies now works slightly differently. Easy enemies now resurrect 5 copies of themselves. Medium enemies now resurrect 2 copies of themselves. And champion enemies now resurrect only 1 copy of themselves to prevent situations where 9 sniper crabs are alive at once. Yeah, definitely felt that before. Uh, this is an amazing change. I think the fact that the easy enemies only 5, so that means that when a normal crab spawns or a slug, you'll get 5 more. That's great. More easy crystals, they're not usually a burden. Medium enemies, I'm assuming that would be potentially bigger slugs, or it could be the poison or fire or whatever crabs. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. And then champion enemies, the the larger ones. Maybe that's the elite ones. I have to test that out just to figure out which is which, and I think I'll probably make another video on what easy, medium, and champion enemies are. But this is great. And yeah, Noise was talking about alleviating the 7 to 8 difficulty spikes, so that is awesome. Uh, Horde and parkour portals are now more common, as well as greed and upgrade portal reward types. Reward types, great. Definitely want to see more horde and parkour. They really makes the Namo runs a lot easier because usually you can just dodge a lot of enemies, and also greed and upgrade portal types. Yeah, really looking forward to being able to upgrade things a lot quicker because usually you run a lot less perks because of the modifiers. Damage arc, piercing wave, arcing blast, shotgun blast, mace shot, firework shot, thorn shot, torpedo shot, fire shot, sharpened axe, and triangle shot now are chance based instead of cooldown based. This should make them far more interesting and fun to choose instead of straight up stat boost. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right now, all of these perks fall off really, really quickly. Um, you can pick up damage arc, or you can pick up thorn shot, and yeah, for the first few islands you'll find that they'll just tear through enemies, or they'll tear through whatever, but yeah, they fall off really quickly. I find myself not often picking them up. Yeah, they're useful. Last night fireball shot was useful at the start of a run, but by island 9 I was starting to see it kind of falling off. So this is really good. I'll be interested to see whether it's a case of fire rate now changing, how it works. So something like the minigun, if these proc more when you're using the minigun, then that's going to be difficult to manage. I mean, it's going to be straight overpowered. But maybe with rockets, maybe it has a higher percentage. So we'll have to have a look at that. This is an interesting change. Shotgun blast damage per pellet increased from 120 to 400. That is a massive amount uh, to change. So I'm gonna have to check that out and figure out how good that is. But yeah, big change. Shotgun blast, not the best. It does fall off, but I used to pick it up if it was there. Ultra shot base trigger chance increased by 50% and damage increased from 400 to 500. That's pretty cool. So that would mean at the moment ultra shot is what, 4%? So that would change to 8%. I'm assuming by the way he's written that. That's cool. And welcome damage increase. The time bolt damage increase from 600 to 1000 also really welcomed. Yeah, time bolt is not the best, so good to see that that's getting a little bit of an update. Fireworks shot also good. 1000. I like these changes. These are interesting. Apart from shotgun blast, that's weird. All aura perks other than damage aura now have a larger radius, which will make them much more useful. That's great. So poison aura cooldown, lightning aura cooldown, ice aura, fire aura, all these cooldowns have been adjusted. that is interesting that that's gone 5 to 4 and that 9 to 6. Okay. Look, I never usually pick them up, but yeah, this definitely gives me a reason to test them out. This is a welcome change. 5-shot fire stacks per hit, 40 to 100. That'll be really good. And a random shot debuff. I actually picked this up last night. I had, I think, 7 upgrades of it. And whilst it was good, I didn't exactly feel very much from it. So this will be interesting to see. Random shot debuff. It does poison, fire, lightning, ice, whatever. So yeah, going from 10 to 50 is going to be good. 1 additional damage on the orb launcher. Yeah, orb launcher currently I'd probably say is at the bottom of my list just because it's not the best weapon. So we'll have to see how that goes. The critical chain cooldown reduced from 12 to 10. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. I will have to see. So the critical chain increases your crit chance for 5 seconds after you hit a critical. So let's say you have a 10% chance to crit, you crit, and then critical chain comes in with it's something like a 30, 55. I'll figure it out and pop it on the screen now. But yeah, it vastly increases for 5 seconds. So that means that pretty much for 5 seconds, every 10 seconds, my math's terrible here, you'll just be critting like a madman. So that's awesome. Gemstone damage increased from 5% after each island to 6% after each island. That is worded weirdly. So gemstone, just editing myself into this, it's just a 5% to 6% change. It's not very hard to understand. I was just an idiot and hadn't had a coffee yet. Increased melee knockback strength by 50%. Yeah, I like that change. That's a pretty good change. Sometimes enemies just straight up stand still when you hit them, so that's really good. Dagger projectiles, dagger blast, dagger shot, dagger dash now move 50% slowly, but have a 50% increased radius, so should be far more useful and effective. Really nice change. Yeah, dagger projectile is not the best. I kind of get like a fan of knives from World of Warcraft feeling when I use any of that. But yeah, that's really good. More slowly, increased radius, awesome. I saw this earlier, got me really happy. FMJ damage increased from 50% damage to 100% damage. Amazing. That's a really, really good buff. Poison crab health reduced by 15%. Very welcome. I'd like to see that on the fire skull. But yeah, nonetheless, very welcome change to reduce the health of that enemy. Health rocks and max health rocks now scale with bonuses by 20% per island. Ooh, that's great. That's a really good one. So usually what would happen is you'd get, I don't know, to island 30, 60, 90, anything above 60, I guess. And health rocks and max health rocks would do nothing. You'd be, over 2k health or 10k health and getting +1 max health to a maximum of 30, just pretty redundant. So that's really good that it scales 20% per island. That sounds like a lot as well. So we'll have to see. Crystal pickup lasts 2 more seconds, slightly larger collection radius. Nice. So on the manual collection difficulty of Nemo, that means that you have a little bit more time to pick up those crystals and a larger radius, so you don't have to put your face into enemies to pick up those crystals, which is awesome. That's way better than the original manual pickup that literally the crystals would be there for 1 second and disappear unless you were literally licking them up with your tongue. Ghost ammo chance to not use ammo per shot reduced from 20% to 15% to balance it better with efficiency, as that has the same chance, but you actually have to hit something for it to take effect. Okay. Look, I don't often pick up ghost ammo, so I'll check it out. But yeah, I agree. I did think about this before, efficiency and ghost ammo. I mean, yeah, you'd probably pick up ghost ammo rather than efficiency. Bouncing shot now starts with a few extra bounces to prevent cases where it could get stuck on the ground and appear to not bounce at all. That's good. They changed it to Noise changed it to 1 bounce, but now, yeah, a few bounces. That's really good. A big fan of that. Bug fixes. Bribe damage seeker and double-edged sword will no longer trigger when stepping into non-damaging poison in ice zones. Awesome. This right here, I think this is what I think it is. Words. So what would happen? You take the damage seeker perk, or you get the damage seeker perk. You'd go down to usually 1 health because it greatly reduces your health. And then whenever you pick up hearts, you will gain a small amount. So the heart would be a silver heart. You get 100 extra health, but you'd only get like 5. And it was one of the most annoying things ever. But that's great. Then we've got fixed enemies not calculating debuff damage properly. Fire skulls will now apply more fire stacks in general, for example, but these fire stacks will be far less damaging than before. This fix will make the debuff damage consistent with all other sources, such as fire rocks. Oh, such as from fire rocks. Just go read. Previously, a poison skull would apply 10 stacks of poison from a projectile. On island 1, the same stat. Okay, cool. We'll just start with the first bit. Good to see that the damage is going to be consistent with the stacks, so that's awesome. Good to see as well that Noise has changed it so that, yeah, when you are further along in your island progression, you'll at least get more stacks of poison. That's good to hear. Fixed an issue that allowed boss minions to spawn resurrected versions of themselves after clearing a boss island. Yeah, that was a pain in the ass when that happened. You'd kill the boss, and then the boss minions would just spawn resurrected versions of themselves in the middle. Or vice versa. You'd be fighting a boss, you'd then clear some of the minions, and then they'd spawn more. Definitely the most frustrating thing ever, especially when you're like fire skulls or lightning skulls, whatever it is. And then finally, fixed an issue with homing barrel challenge modifier that caused resurrected enemies to spawn under the ground. Didn't actually mind that because it meant I didn't need to kill them, but also it did cause issues where I was running around thinking, hey, where are the enemies at? But awesome. Really, really cool update. I'm going to be testing that out today, and I'll be testing that out on my stream as well. But yeah, if you don't know how to get onto the beta, there is a channel within the Crab Champions Discord. I'll leave a link below for the Discord, but you can get started here with the beta and come and join the fun. But yeah, I'm really excited to play this and see what it's like. It's still not in the live stable version of the game, but it's always fun to check out the beta. Come join the discussion. If you have any questions, pop them in the comment box at the bottom. Thanks.